Hi pilots and co-pilots, Brian here. Another flight in the 737. It's been a while since I've published a video. I've had a few crashing PC issues in some hot weather, and I've also got a totally new rig today. I've got my standard PC, but I've also got an i3 little desktop PC that I'm now running an Elgato HD60 recording set up into to try and get me some better frame rates in my recordings. So we'll see if that looks any better today. So as you can see, we've got the Southwest livery here on the Zibo 737, and we're going to do an evening flight, real world weather, as of a couple of days ago, heading towards KSFO. It's going to be a nighttime landing, and if you want to see the takeoff, it's probably going to be around the 25-minute mark. The exact amounts will be in the notes below the video, and landing is probably going to be around I'd say an hour and 10 in, I expect. That will be our landing point, roughly probably an hour and 12 is for the actual touchdown. So spin ahead to those if you just want to watch those points. You can watch the whole video where I try and program it. I have a few issues in this flight with my PC randomly rebooting due to some overclocking and stability issues with Fly with Lure. So that's fun. And we accidentally get stuck on vectors and get back on course. But yeah, come along for the flight. So here we have Sky Vector as usual. I've got KLAX down the bottom, KSFO up the top here, where things don't look too good actually. And our route is going to take us up the west coast. And we'll just check our weather quickly here. It's so if you read the top line with me there, it says KLAX 09, so from the 9th of the month at 3:53 Zulu. The wind is coming from 260 degrees, it's at 6 knots, so 26006 knots, 10 statute miles for visibility, so it's very clear. We have a few clouds at 800 feet and a few at 12,000. And it is 19 degrees with a dew point of 18 degrees, A2990, so that's the altimeter, 2990. Okay, we could look at the forecast there, but we're going to be taking off from there. We'll be heading up. So what have we got up some of the way? Bit of wind. So broken 2,500. What have we got up here then? Why have we got a red up here? So 6 knots, 10 statute miles, few clouds at 400 feet, broken at 800 feet. Not sure why that's red. We'll find out maybe in a bit. No real idea. So we're going to fly into there. I'm going to get that programmed up now, and then we're going to get up in the air. So here we are inside, and we're just going to start getting things up and running. I did do a recording of this the other day. Let's just get some power on here, close the cover. I used a checklist, but the whole video was too slow, and also then I was dying of overheating in my office because it was about 32 degrees outside. So I killed that halfway through, and you never saw that flight. I've had a few other issues as well recently, but today we have some exciting times. This is the first time recording using 2 PCs. Probably won't stay. No. 2 PCs. I have got a new I've got hold of a little i3, which is just about capable of running OBS. And I bought a Elgato HD60 HDMI sort of splitter interface that reads that. And I got that set up, and so hopefully we'll see a little better performance today. I'm just kind of rushing this through, just flicking switches so we can get up in the air. I want to see the scenery today and see if there's a little less stutter than I've had recently. We'll do due process another time. We'll do the checklists thing, but not today. Okay, let's put our ground power on just for a minute. No, that way. Tie that in. Let's put our strobe on. We're going to be flying at 36,000 feet today. I'm not doing this in any particular order, and you don't have to too. I'll start up the GPU in a minute. I'm going to program my flight in first. So let's get to the FMC, position init. Clear that. Let's go find our GPS coordinates. Put them in the scratch pad. Go previous page. Paste them into set IRS. Right. Okay. At least we have the IRS GPS position connected to the FMC now. And let's put where we are, which is KLAX. Put that up there. I don't think we really need to worry about the gate. We're going to, where was it? KSFO. So this is going to be partially a evening flight, but it's certainly going to be nighttime and by the time we get there. Right, route menu. You know what? I'm going to add my departure in first. We're going from, what did I say? 25 right. Okay. VTU 6 is our SID. Our transition is RZS. This has all been information that was pumped out from SimBrief. So sign up for a free account at simbrief.com. It's absolutely wicked for creating all your flight plan stuff there. It gives you so much information. Right, so if we go back to our route or route, go back to our flight plan there and we'll step through. So RZS was the end of, for the departure. Hold on, let me bring this up. Boom, there you go. So RZS, then we're going to STOKD, and then this is going to be our approach into KSFO, I'm pretty sure. So we just need to enter stoked, STOKD. So I'm going to enter that here, STOKD. It's not an airway, so the airways go on the right left there, so I'm just going to put it on the right. It's going to do direct to stoked. There we go. We now have that in there. If I go to the next page, you can see that. But I know from doing this flight once before that if we sort this out now, like if I choose the star, Surfer 2, okay, and we're going into 28 right, and I want to do ILS because transition none, glide slope on, exec. We're going to go in. It would make me go via Menlo anyway, so I'm going to do Menlo. Okay. I've again, look at the charts. Use SkyVec to go and get the charts, load them up for any airport, and they'll have all the approaches on there, so you can use that to work out. I've looked at that before, so I'm pretty sure Menlo will be fine. Now we'll go to the legs and we'll look for any discontinuities. Oh, there's one. So we click on the waypoint and then we click on the bit above, click exec, and hopefully that will join them together. That looks good. Okay, let's get some of this sorted. I have one on the reserve weight there. Our cost index today is 5, I think. Hold on. Before I go lying to you on that. 5, okay. And our average winds are 221, 23 knots, okay. So our cost index is 5. It's 221 at 023. And our flight level is going to be FL 360. ISA dev, okay, and our top of climb outside air temperature. Let's go look at that again. Okay, it's going to make your heads hurt for a minute. Probably huge glitching on my recording. So, charts kind of reading backwards there. You'd think you're going left and right, but because of the direction We're going from right to left on this chart. Again, all comes out sim brief. Really good. KLAX. We'll be at top of climb after RZS. Minus 46, minus 50. Let's say that's going to be minus 47, shall we? So, minus 47 C, just so it knows which I'm talking about. Boom. Okay. Not going to derate my takeoff. Let's go to takeoff. We're going to do flaps 5. Actually, one thing, you know what? I'm probably going to have to reset that. Let's go back up to the top. So our fuel, our late estimated weight. Okay. Takeoff weight is going to be 140. Oh, we're already up there. That's probably acceptable. Okay. So 151 is going to be our V2 speed. So if I come up here, I'm going to turn that off. And I'm just going to program this in here now. There we go. Right, so we have a route programmed in. So let's just keep doing some other things now. Let's get our APU started, because we're going to need that to start the engines in a minute. Okay, now we can take that switch off, and that's going to start bringing the APU online. Okay, we didn't arm our emergency lights. I could go up here and do that. I know that it's programmed in now with tests. You can test that, and you can test that, and you can test your stall warning tests and so on. Now it's all pretty cool. So I can hear the APU spinning up. Oh, actually, you can't. You can now. Can you hear that? Look, if I go back up, can you hear the shakers? So it's been very quiet for you. I'm sorry about that. So our fuel pumps are on. Our APU generator should pick up in a minute. We've got our altitude set there. Okay. Okay, we're off ground power now. We switch that round to APU generator for now. Reset fans are on, trimmer is on. Oh, I'm going to turn our packs off for a minute. Have APU bleed on that. I'm going to stop. Okay, my PC just crashed. Well, that's no fun. Well, welcome back, people. As you probably might have seen, or not, depending on if I kept it in the video, I suffered a massive PC crash. My whole PC just rebooted without warning. I think this is down to me installing the latest version of Fly with Lure. It seemed to be causing me a problem last night. I was trying to get nicer looking water, but apparently my PC just resets randomly when doing that. So let's not do that anymore. I've put everything back as it was before. So I'm just trying to remember quite where I'd got to with my setup. I've programmed the route in, and we're just trying to get switches and stuff up and running as quick as we can. So bear with me while I go through this again. Oh, I've just noticed something else. I was going to use ATC, the 1/24th ATC, not going to now. Okay, that should be coming up to speed in a minute for the APU. Okay, I'm going to turn my other logos and stuff on. Let's have a look from outside, shall we? Oh, where am I? Aha, there we go. So passengers are on board and we're just finishing up our loading. Okay, I gotta set my speed on here again, 151. I'll arm that. I'll turn my flight directors on. Okay. I'm not going to bring up ATIS right now. Nope, that didn't work. Let's try. There we go. Details. 2990. Okay, nearly standard. Okay. 2990. Let's come over here and do it on the co-pilot side too. Very important you do that. Keep things in step. Of course, we don't have a co-pilot to actually help us with that. So we're all set on that. I'll just get that set to that's our rejected takeoff auto braking. Okay, we now can switch over to up half of that. Switch to APU generator for that. I'm going to turn on and just turn off. You know what? I'm going to check outside because one of the things added to this version of the Zibo mod is chocks, which are gone now. Try and get them to push you back when the chocks are on. It's quite hilarious. What have we got over here? We have a low oil pressure. So what's causing that? Okay. I'll put my no smoking sign on. My fasten seatbelt sign is on. Those lights are going to go on in a minute. Okay. I'm going to... your damper needs to go on. I need to call up the ground handling crew now.
Sending push part now.
Okay. Actually, while he's doing that, you know what I'm going to do? Packs off. Come on, push cut, where are you?
Here we go.
Whoa, he's there. So we're getting engines start up while he pushes us back. Looks like a fairly overcast day here at in Los Angeles. Okay, just past 25. Let's throw some fuel in. Okay, good. Let's get the next one going. And I'll just switch the gen on for that and switch to generator 1. Now let's watch down here. My N2. 17, 18, 19. Okay, we're close enough. Throw some fuel in. Just check we don't get an overheat or anything else. It's all looking good. Oh, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? There we go. Okay. Put my bleeds on. I'll put my packs on for now. Turn my APU bleed off. And turn the... There we go. Turn the APU off.
Flight attendants prepared for departure. Cross-check and verify strap sinks.
There we go. Give them the warning. We're going down to the end.
We ask you to remove your personal headphones until the end of the video. All handheld devices, including mobile phones, must now be in flight safe mode or switched off and held securely or placed into a pocket.
See that steerable nose lights? That's cool. And that works. Look, I adjust my rudder there. I've not noticed that before. Off we go. We have a bit of a long taxi here.
For your own safety and comfort, you are kindly requested to stow your hand luggage either in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you. Please do not block any emergency exits. Please make sure that the back of your seat is in the upright position and that the tray table in front of you is stowed.
Let's get over a bit onto the centre line here on the taxiway.
You are kindly requested to fasten your seatbelt as demonstrated. For your own safety, we suggest you keep your seatbelt fastened during the entire flight. Unfasten as demonstrated. Please read carefully the safety instruction card which you can find in the seat pocket in front of you.
And away we go.
It contains important
Ooh, that truck just disappeared. I guess it's supposed to be like a ramp or a tunnel underneath the runway there. That was a bit disconcerting. Beautiful airport. Look at this. No, very little stuttering now. I don't use OBS on the same machine. Okay, I think we're speeding a bit there. I'll get back inside and have a look. So the sun's just going down. Oh yeah, we're not quite. Where am I going? So I gotta just go and pay attention there. Yeah, I was just wandering a little. Actually, you know. Let's put all my lights on there. What does that give me? Oh yeah, more there. Yeah, we were going a little fast. Feel free to skip ahead as always. Oh, in the text, I always label my flights as to the takeoff and landing points. Those are the fun bits, really, aren't they? No, we're not allowed electronic cigarettes, everybody. Okay. Great sound pack. This is the Audio Bird XP sound pack. There's again another free thing, but yeah, donate to the guy because it's awesome. I've got a video somewhere about how to install it. Other people have done videos on how to install it. It's really easy, as is the Zibo mod. Both are just they just bring X-Plane 11 alive, don't they? And if you're watching this and you don't have X-Plane 11, get it. If you do have X-Plane 11 and you haven't tried the Zibo 737, try it out. You know, mess around with it. That's what I've done. I'm still learning, but I know there's lots of switches to flick, but it's not actually that bad once you get the hang of it. Right, I'm coming to the end here. I'm actually going to swing straight out onto the runway instead of going down to the very end, because I don't think we need the full length. We're not a 767 or a 777. We're smaller than that. So I know we would be waiting for ATC clearance and checking runways and so on, but we're not. Okay. Okay, I might have to flick. Get my flaps down. Just check everything's good. Have both flight directors on. I can pre-select LNAV and VNAV ready. I've got my auto throttle armed and my V2 speed set in there. My initial altitude is set at, well, let's just say it'll probably be something like 6,000, but I don't want anything to stop us going up to 42,000. I've got my fixed lights on. I know you can probably turn your taxi lights and stuff off, but I'm not going to. Everything's set on there. You're supposed to turn, I think, your packs off for takeoff. And do that. Yes. We are good to go. So I'm going to bring my throttles up slightly until we're up to 40% on N1. And they're balanced. Where we go. We're a little off to the center there, but that's okay. Come back over.
80 knots.
Okay, we're at 80 knots. A V1 somewhere around what, 141, 139? Nearly there.
V1.
Rotate. Ooh, little heavy coming up off the ground there. Not too bad. We have a positive rate of climb. Gear up. Okay, bit of a steep climb there. Bring us down. Okay, flaps up. 1 notch. Okay, gear is now successfully up. We are climbing. Bit of glare this evening. The sun. Okay. Okay, retract our flaps. Well done, everybody. We survived. And we are above our altitude there. I can engage the autopilot. I'm going to put my terrain and my weather on just for now. Keep an eye on that. Okay, I'm going to lock the gear in place. And I can turn those off. However, I'm going to leave my landing lights on just for a little while until we're up near 10,000 feet. So we're now climbing out. I'm just going to do some tidy up here. We can turn the wheel well off. We don't need the wing off. That should still be on. I don't know why that got turned off. And that's up there. Logo can go off. Taxi lights are off. Runway lights are off. I'm going to turn my landing lights off now. We're a little early to turn seatbelt signs off. But we are climbing. Okay, Gen 1. Oh shit. That was a mistake. We went on back bus for our DC power. We are now. Let's go down and have a look at here and see what's going on. Can we activate leg? Look. I didn't see that there was a vectors there. That's bad. I want to get onto this one here. Going on here. Okay, we're getting near our altitude. How do we make it jump to the next waypoint? manually fly it, I guess. Let's just take us there manually. Going all the way up to 36 when we re-engage. And we go. It's taking care of the throttle right now. Hopefully when we get close it's going to automatically switch to the next waypoint. While the sun's going down pretty damn quickly. I was hoping for more of an evening flight, but wow, is that sun ever sinking fast. Okay, let's just check up here. Oh no, packs are off, we're all going to die. Okay, no we're not. There we go. Yeah, again, nearly killed everybody. So oh, he just climbed. Ah, okay. For some reason, it just paused on me. There's probably some setting in the Zibo mod that I missed. It's all about that. Okay, we've been losing a bit of altitude here. We'll get us back on track, don't worry. Be all right. I probably don't need either of them on right now. The weather looks great and we have no terrain to worry about. Still climbing. Now bring the nose down a bit. I didn't actually look, but I think we got off pretty much on time. I was hoping for a 6 p.m. 1800 hours takeoff from 1811 now. Switch. Curse you. A bit dark in here now. So, how do you force it to go on to the next one? Wow, have I got like a dome light in here I can put on? Do this. Okay. Well, that was way too difficult to figure out, but okay. We're way off course right now. I was stuck on vectors and I couldn't work out how to make that go away, and I just did. Wish I'd quite remembered. I think I chose the point at which I wanted, and then clicked it on top of vectors, and it suddenly reset me my flight plan. Because if you look on here, like now up here, now we're getting back on course. We were off course. That was not good. Just have a look outside. Nice evening, actually. Look at those beautiful mountains. That's not a bad shot, is it? Oh, the sun came up again, just a little bit. That was a bit odd. Why did it do that? Okay, we're descending, have we? I'm not sure why it's doing that. I don't want it descending anymore. Oop. Didn't mean to do that, that's for sure. Anyway. Let's set that back up to 36,000 ready. we don't have far to go, and then we should start properly climbing. And I'll engage VNav again. I just don't want us descending. There's the coastline there, it looks pretty good. See runway lights there by the look of it. Is there a runway? Oh, there's something there. It's way off though. Or is it harbour lights? Very cool. Yeah, I have my dome lights on, but I have them a bit dim. Almost RZS or RZS for those of you in the States. And once we get above 18,000 feet, I click the button on here and on the other side as well, and that's it. It's just as the altimeter to standard 2992. We'll stay at that until we go below 18,000. Actually, you know what I can do? There we go. Anybody desperate to go to the bathroom can now go. Here we go. And I can re-engage VNav, and it's going to take us straight up to flight level 360. 36,000 feet. Up we go. So this flight, we'll just have a look here. How long have we got? Oh, we're still in the climb phase. Doesn't know how long we got to a top of descent. But I have a substantial distance to go, it would seem, so I won't be videoing this whole flight. I will be joining you at top of descent to make our way down into a nighttime San Francisco. That should be interesting. So for you it's a few seconds. For me, probably what, another hour? I shall see you there. Welcome back. We are just about at the top of descent, and we'll be then heading down into San Francisco in just a minute or two. There's a bit of a curious graphics glitch that the sun is below the horizon, but we can still see it. Well, there we go. Throttles are reducing. We're actually at top of descent now. I adjusted my altitude down, otherwise it will hold us at 36,000 feet, and we don't want that. So our speed is coming down. And we'll just have to keep an eye out on here for it asking us if drag is required. And some information about our descent. So opening up to surfer, and then nearly drag required. See, just keep my eye on speed there, and we'll take the drag off once we get pretty much down to where we need to be. And move on the speed brake. Right, we don't want it to have to push the throttle up to get us back up to speed. Good. Everything else is looking good outside. Right, so the turbine is minus 34. It's from 146 degrees 7 knots. Ground speed's 386. Okay, and we're just slowly edging our way down. Yeah, it's kind of odd. Not sure what that's about, why we can still see the sun. Hopefully it will actually get dark in the next few minutes correctly. Let's look at that. Stars. The moon is out. Disappearing in the sun like that. Some weird graphics glitch that is. So we're keeping on the ball with our speed there. We've just gone through to nearly, which we want to be up to 20,000 feet by the time we get there. And nearly is pretty close, so we are dropping out of the sky, but are we going to make it? I don't know. There's a lot of descending to do there. At 31, I think we're going to miss the mark on this. Francisco, you see, you click on that, or you can even click on the mouse over there. Here's all of your charts. Instrument approach, we're doing ILS runway 28 right, let's say it's Cat 2, Cat 3. GPS or radar required. What do we have on here? So, 1.7. Okay, putting the ILS approach, 11,000 feet runway, 13 feet above ground. Approach course is 284, okay, so we'll put that in. What else do we have on here? We've got a missed approach, altitude somewhere. Missed approach, climb to 3,000, so we'll set that while spinning to see if we can get an ILS 3 approach to work. So 284, and we chose to come in via Menlo. There's Dunbar. Menlo, I think, is further out. So treble 1.7 in the localizer. Okay, Menlo's there. And then, okay, we're see how we're going to do. The sun's still there, burning in the ocean. So we're coming up on nearly, and we're not nearly low enough. Not cool. It's not a thing for drag or anything though, so our speed's staying up there. I don't like one up here. See a little bit better then. I'm going to make everybody go sit down there. Sure how this will show up on video. So, as I was probably saying in part 1 of the recording a couple of computer crashes ago, I've got an i3 PC now for recording the video, so I have two machines working, so there's a little less glitching going on my main PC, and it does seem a little smoother. What's that nice? You can see the lights under there, that's cool. Wow, this is really quite well modelled, this aircraft. Yeah, so I've got an i3, just little thing, 4 gig of RAM, running OBS Studio, and I bought a Elgato HD 60 on sale on the Prime Day, and that's now connected on my HDMI cable to my monitor. It intercepts the signal and lets me record it on the second PC. It's expensive just deciding to stream video to YouTube. Okay. How are we doing for fuel actually? Oops. We've got tons and tons of fuel left. Okay. So it's flight level 19 for all waves. We're still 4,000 off that. We might catch up actually. We are going to decelerate in a minute. It's mapped on the chart. And with that we're going to have to probably put some drag out again. Now I should actually find out what the ATIS is for. Okay, treble 1, no, 118.85, it said on the chart there. Sure if we're close enough to here. So as soon as that we get close enough to San Francisco, we should hit ATIS, and we should get confirmed information about the runway and altimeter and all the other fun things as well. So we're at 20,700 feet, and we need to. How long have we got? 5 nautical miles. You know what? We might be back on track. It's well done, aircraft. I do love the nightlanding. There are some issues still with X-Plane, where certain areas still map in, and suddenly it looked like the whole city's lights suddenly turned on or off. But I understand that's going to be worked on in the future. I'm sure I just saw some more lights turning back. It's like a lighting and mapping issue the way it works at night, but you know what? it still looks pretty damn cool. So, oh, we're turning now. In fact, let's bring that down a bit. That's kind of... so we hit 19 pretty much as we turned, so that's dead on. And now we're now going for epic. Which... wow, once it's down to 15,000, that's... we'll see, we'll get there, won't we? It's actually looking like a pretty nice night. I'm actually recording this the next day because I had a big computer disaster. For some reason my overclocking that's been steady for months has been failing me the last few days, and I thought to start with it was something else, but I just reduced the overclock on my processor, and X-Plane's now stable again since the 11.05 release I updated to last week. I've been having crashes and I've been trying to work out what it was, but it would appear it was just the lights on so it looks cool outside. It was just my overclocking the processor. It's a bit of a shame because I was running at 4.4 and I'm having to run at 4.2 gigahertz. That's not bad for a processor that's supposed to run at 3.5, but still, it's a bit sad that I've lost some performance there. Now I've got lights on. It's a little cool as well. Ah, here we go.
Information box brought. 200 Zibo weather. From 060 at 13. Visibility more than 10. Sky clear. Temperature 23. 2.0. Altimeter 2999. Arriving runways 28 left. 28 right. Departing runways 28 left.
So 2999. Okay, good.
01 left.
So I can turn that off. And come back up here and zoom in a bit. Turn this dial up here. 2999. Turn that off. And come over here and do the same on this side for the co-pilot because he seems to be missing. 2999. And to turn that off. We've got absolutely tons and tons of fuel left on the plane. Actually what I'm going to do is turn my center pumps off and drain the wings a bit more. So I'm going to be hitting those decelerate points soon. Getting us down to 6,000 feet here. It's a pretty hazy night time out there tonight. Everything's looking good, don't have any drag. We've got our seatbelt sign is on to get everybody to start sitting down. That's cool. Got a lot of altitude to lose in a very short amount of time. Again, did it calculate it correct? I don't know. As you can see there's Menlo, and then it does the leg to the left and gets us in a line for the runway. So you can actually see the runways ahead, I think. I'm not sure if that's it or if it might be that Oakland, maybe. Drag required. Okay, so we'll drag. You know what, I turn my terrain thing on now because I know as we start getting lower there are hills and mountains. certainly can't see them. We'll just keep an eye out. I don't need the weather radar on, things look clear. And comes our speed. We're going to get under 250 of course because we're below 10,000 feet, that's your speed right now. Oh, there you go, the lights all just popped on there. And the power cuts over by the look of it. Oh, there we are. Well, that's us in the distance. How are we doing? Are we going to make 6 by the time we get there? Maybe I'm going to put my landing lights on now. Don't think there's anything else I have to worry about up there. So programming the course will be 284. Same on that one. I guess I could look on here right now and figure out my approach speed. Drag required. Oh no, is that my previous one? It's good. So we're planning to land flaps 30, so that's going to be 137. So 144 with flaps 15 and then 137 with flaps 30. 144, 137. Okay. We're just going to make it, aren't we? VNAV was off, I just noticed that. Oh, I see. Idiot. That's why. I had left my altitude set to 6,400. That's not going to help it at all. Got a very slight amount of flaps out now. That will help with drag. Very close now. So what was I going to do? What am I going to do? Saying drag required again. Probably. 111.7. Treble 1.7. This is where I look outside and hope I haven't screwed up. Go more flaps. Treble 1.7 on both. Is it both selected? Did I do that? Yes. Good. Okay, just trying to get us down to 4,000. Let's come up to 0. Speed, which is good.
Flight attendants clear for landing.
There we go, we're preparing for landing. Got our landing lights on. I'm going to set my auto brake to 1. Big long runway. Gears coming down. use a flap when the gear's coming down. Approach VREF not selected. What? Ah, okay.
2500.
Okay, it is now. Close. I'm trying not to panic. Turn the terrain radar off. Good. Okay, we've got gear going down. I'm gonna bring it to 30 now. It's gonna bring us round onto final. They match, they match, they match, they match. Okay. I've got the ILS, so I'm going to switch to that, and I'm going to put 3000 in there. I'm going to put both autopilots on. One in that, because the details match on both the pilot and the co-pilot. Good. I will bring that down to there. Let's bring this round to diamond, showing where. Okay. We're on course, but we're low. So it should in theory hold us while we get to the glide slope. Just have a quick check from outside, shall we? We come. My landing lights on, flaps are down, my gear is down. And if San Francisco spread out to the left of us there. Actually it's not San Francisco, it's quite ahead. Somebody will correct me and tell me which area that is. Google Maps up right now and I'm too focused on this. That's Oakland, their airport over there. Good, and we're going to come down the runway, not beside it, because that Air Canada flight tried the other week. Let's put that one on as well. I don't know, do we want? So I want to make it really bright. I want it to see me coming. Look at that. With the moon in the background as well. Nice. Throttles are doing their job. Gear is down. Flaps 30. Auto brakes set ready. Let's approach not selected. Okay, it's got control VOR lock, roll out, glide slope, flare. Okay. Okay, the diamond is in the middle there, the diamond is in the middle there. We're descending. My speed brakes out, that was terrible. Right, brought them in. It means the throttles can reduce somewhat. And we come. See now this auto landing doesn't seem so scary. Run the numbers. see the packets there. 2 whites, 2 reds on the glide slope, and we're coming in.
$500. $400.
Oh, it didn't disengage. I think it's going to do it. And 3. Right. I'm
200.
not on the controls. Yeah, anyway, okay, got my feet on the
100.
rudders. Ready?
40, 30, 20, 10.
Bit steering off to the left there. There we go, we're down. That's actually pretty pain-free. Welcome to San Francisco, everybody.
Customers holding all our boarding passes are advised to check the flight information display.
What does that say down there? Stabilizer out of trim, okay. Doesn't matter now, we're on the ground. Okay, let's tidy up a bit there. Bring our flaps up. Around we go. Off the runway. Airport. Okay. Watch, you're going to go that way. Keep in mind. Bit of a funny with the lights there. I've seen that before. Okay, let's try and find somewhere to park this beast, shall we? Is there space there? No. Okay, we have to go around here. Just like being at the mall. We'll drive around and around till we can find a parking space. Over there. I'll get stuck in there and then. Oh, heck. Just come back along here. That's kind of ruined the end of a good flight there. Oh, thank you ever so much for. Come on. Back on the runway. Thank you ever so much for flying with me today. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Sorry for the weird glitches and various things that have occurred, but it's hot weather and my PC's not been the best behaved. If you enjoyed this, leave a comment for me, please. It inspires me to carry on. And if you like my channel, you can always subscribe, I guess, and let's get that car there. I'm going to go over here. So if you like what I do, subscribe. If you don't subscribe. But I hope you didn't watch the whole video if you don't like it. Where's the gate? Oop, I'm totally off. Oh well. I was looking for my little man waving me in, but we didn't get one. Oh well. You know what? Here's going to do me. So thanks very much for flying, and I shall see you again soon.